We had this statement in January that there was going to be a framework. How prescriptive is it going to be? What conversations have you had with the government about it? What's it going to look like?
That, as you might imagine, is a question I was expecting, and I have prepared notes. On the 6th of January, I had a message over LinkedIn from a Telford survivor asking if she could share Jess Phillips' telephone number with me, and I said she could. Within about an hour, I had a call from the Minister for Safeguarding. She asked if I was prepared to work with the government on some sort of framework, and I said that I was.
This is the 6th of January.
6th of January. Later that afternoon, the Home Secretary went into Parliament and announced that I had agreed to work with the government and with other local councils where stronger engagement with victims or survivors is needed, or where more formal inquiries are required to tackle more persistent problems. So that was really the first I knew about the nature of the work I was being asked to do.
Okay, so just to clarify that, sorry, we had a note that it was the 16th of January that the statement was made.
That was the second statement.
The second statement, right. So 6th of January is the first. Oh, okay, right, okay. So 6th of January, you get a LinkedIn message. The Minister for Safeguarding calls you very quickly after that, and then the Home Secretary makes a statement.
I had been on the phone call with Jess Phillips, an official called Christian Papaliantou. He telephoned me on the 10th with a little more detail and told me the instruction would be to create a framework for a local inquiry, that a round table meeting tentatively scheduled for the following week was envisaged with representatives of the five.
Okay.
The only one I knew about was Oldham.
Okay.
Yes.
We don't know the five.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was tentatively penciled in for the week following the 10th of January.
Yes, on the 13th, I had another text from Mr. Papaliantou indicating the round table was unlikely to happen as planned that week. 15th of January, a text, then a telephone call from Mr. Papaliantou and an indication that the Home Secretary was to announce that. I texted him the next day to ask after the timing of that statement by the Home Secretary, because bluntly, I wanted to see it. Mm-hmm. He told me it was that day, and that was the 16th. And you know what the Home Secretary said on that day. And I heard nothing. And so on the 28th of January, I texted Mr. Papaliantou, told him I was trying to reconcile my diary, asked if there was any news of when I might be needed. He replied with an apology that the Home Office had been consumed by other matters. 5th of February, invitation from Nerys Davies to appear before this committee. I texted Mr. Papaliantou and told him that I appreciated an awful lot was going on. I've just had an invitation to give evidence to the Home Affairs Committee. I did not, I think, I didn't have a text reply to that. And on the 14th, I did have a call with Mr. Papaliantou and said in terms, do you still want me? He said that the framework, the draft framework was now to be ministerial and advisor drafted. I've taken quite some time to deal with that, but ultimately in answer to the question, how is a national framework being developed, I would say at this stage, I don't know.
Okay. So I've got lots of questions about what the framework might look like, but I don't expect there's a lot of point in putting them.
Would it not be more logical for you to draft the framework and for the Home Office to comment on that?
Can I say this in here? You may think that. I couldn't possibly comment